As we mark 1 year since the biggest tragedy in the history of the State of Israel, the GPO commemorates the October 7th massacre with a foreign press conference. Families of hostages and hostages returned from captivity will be there to give their testimonies and retrace the events of a day that altered our lives forever.
Tonight we were honored by the presence of ambassadors, of diplomats, foreign media, but most importantly, of the families of hostages and of hostages who came back from captivity. They came here today to tell their personal story so that the whole international community always remembers and never forgets what has happened to their loved ones.
I saw all the atrocity videos because we were covering since last year. Hearing the first-handed testimony from the hostages that was released, it made my heart ache. We've been fighting with the false news, fake news, and then we were trying to actually release a lot of what's really happening here in the ground. But sometimes our message gets overwritten by other very big major broadcasting companies, which is kind of very unfortunate. I wish that people will hear and see what really happened.
For the last year, the GPO has been interviewing and documenting hostages who came back from captivity and families of hostages whose loved ones are still being held captive in Gaza. We are creating a project which is very similar to Yad Vashem. The purpose of this project is to remember what has happened on October 7th. Not only in the memory of the Israeli people, not only in the memory of the Israel state, but in the memory of all mankind.
For us, covering the story here in the land, it's still raw. By seeing the documentary, even though we already did a lot of interviews with them, it still really breaks our heart. People who has humanity, they really need to see the truth and what's really happened. We're not actually minimizing the sufferings of the Gazan people. It's really the suffering of everybody is really a heart-aching thing right now. And I really hope that international media and everyone be objective to see the facts and what's really happening.